Islam Ali.
No pressure. I saw you first time. Oh yes. I work in the field of addiction. What I try to get people to do is to confront their difficulties. Because when you confront your difficulties, you change the perception of how you see yourself. And once you change the perception of how you see yourself, you change the perception of how you see yourself in the world. I also realize that there are 4 things that we face every day: problems, questions, issues, and needs. I repeat: problems, questions, issues, and needs. Is it more difficult to confront yourself or live with yourself? If you don't confront yourself, you can't live with yourself. So you must confront yourself. The problem is not the problem, but it's the attitude that you have about the problem is the problem. I repeat, it's the attitude. What is the issue? The issue is you, because we live in a word oppressive environment. People say sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt. Words do hurt. Words make us who we are. What is the need? The need is for spiritual guidance. Anything that remains in its natural form and natural state is spiritual. What is the answer to the question? It's a question of governance. What we do on a daily basis. Historically, once you destroy the image of how people see themselves, they will communicate that destruction. I repeat, once you destroy the image of how people see themselves, they will communicate that destruction. Historically, what has been the 3 liberating forces for black people or African Americans, whatever you want to go by? 1 is spirituality. Spirituality provides a deep sense of purpose, meaning, and connection to a higher power. Because one thing I realized, without connection, there is no growth. Without connection, there is no growth. It wasn't for your mother and father and my mother and father, when they made that connection, that's why we're here. And when you think about that connection, when a child normally comes out of his mama's womb, head normally comes out first. And when that child is crawling, the head is leading the way. And when that child stands on his own 2 feet, the head is on top. Stay on top of it. Everything is right in our face. But this spiritual liberation, it offers the foundation of inner strength and perseverance. I like to build on 2 things: self-acceptance and self-assurance. For many African Americans, spirituality has been the source of comfort, but also realize when you are uncomfortable, that represents growth. Huh? Many of you women who gave birth to a child, I couldn't imagine that being comfortable. But something was growing in you, huh? So it's all right to be uncomfortable. You don't want to be lulled to sleep. Spirituality, a liberating force. And it gives us hope and resistance against oppression. I think that which is oppressing us is ignorance. And ignorance is the result of hostility, as if there's nothing else to be learned. Ignorance. Notice I ain't saying oppressor. I say ignorance. It's a dangerous thing when the marginalize themselves. That's dangerous. This spiritual liberation has served both personal refuge and collective force for social change, because I concluded that social stress leads to mental pain, and mental pain leads to physical harm. Yeah. This spiritual liberation for social change. Huh? Think about it. When you go to the store and you get somebody your money, you want what back? Your change, don't you? Change is right in our face. So we need this here now. The spiritual liberation has seen that movements led by leaders who have taken the bull by the horn. And that be you. That be each and every one of us. There is someone that says a chosen people, all those sperm cells, and you and I made it. God damn it, we all are chosen. Education as liberation. We know the root word for educate is to bring out that is from within. Dr. Seasmore made it clear. You have to take a very serious look at culture when it becomes destructive. You have to take a serious look at your attitude if it becomes destructive. You got to take a very serious look at your behavior if it becomes destructive. Take a very serious look. Education equip individuals with the knowledge, and let us be clear, let's not confuse knowledge with understanding. Yes. We may have the knowledge, but we don't have the understanding of how to use that knowledge, because that's what angers people is the misuse of knowledge. Yes. Yes. So education equipped us with the skills and the thinking to challenge societal systems of inequality. The pursuit of education. This country says the pursuit of happiness. Next, to state the quality and the being, even though they were self-indulgent men. Ain't kidding nothing about you. But now we've come to a point in our lives that we are more concerned about others than we are about ourselves. Huh? Yes. I ain't talking about with just lip service, because what I've concluded that many of us are implementally challenged. Implementally challenged. Yes, you think on that. We got to work on being better rather than being bitter. We need to continue to move forward in this way. And then the third liberating force. Spirituality is a liberating force. Education is a liberating force. Entrepreneurship as a liberating force. What I did was I consolidated that. That's what's, if you look at history, that has always liberated us. Spirituality, education, and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship forces economic independence and the ability to create and sustain wealth within the communities. For African Americans, entrepreneurship has been a means of escaping economic marginalization, as well as establishing control over our own destinies, because I realize direction may change, but destiny stays the same. Entrepreneurship is a liberation tool. It reflects resilience. Does anybody know that African Americans are known for their resilience? We refuse to accept anything other than the best, because yet the best is yet to come. I say this in closing. May we restore social credibility. May we readdress social diversity. May we replenish social continuity. And may we reclaim social solidarity.
Yes, sir. I hope y'all got y'all notepads out and pens or your smartphones in your notes section, because